Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I have another speed build. For this speed build, I decided that I wanted to do a renovation of Daisy Hovel. I've redone Daisy Hovel before, but I wanted to make this one like a really classic take on an actual like renovated shotgun home, like in real life, and not just how it's kind of made in The Sims. So that's what I did here. I mean, I guess in a way you can't really call it a reno because I did completely scratch the original build, but I was trying to like incorporate some of the things that were in the original build. So like similar coloring and stuff like that. Also for this house, I wanted it to the person that I kind of imagined living in this house was like a artist kind of vibe, and just someone who like obviously recently bought this home, and it's not like a fully like fancy schmancy completely like renovated home. It's just renovated for like modern times, because like in classic traditional shotguns, obviously when they first were made, there wasn't any like plumbing, indoor plumbing at least, so like they had outhouses and stuff, so like a lot of shotgun house renovations you have to add in like a bathroom and stuff like that, so things like that. But I wanted it to, like I said, be like a traditional classic kind of vibe shotgun house, so that's why I have just kind of like one hallway kind of situation, because that's kind of how the whole point was. But like, and I'm pretty sure from my research that I've done from classic shotgun houses, obviously it was more so they had just like one, well, not one door, but like they had a door through every room, and that's how it was made. But obviously, you know, in modern times, you probably don't want someone just coming in through your bedroom to get to the kitchen and stuff like that. So I made it so it was just like a hallway that was like the shotgun vibes and whatnot. I will say I struggled a lot with the sizing because I wanted it to still be like a starter home. So I found myself having to like go back and try and make it a little bit smaller and whatnot to kind of bring down the price. I don't know. I don't remember because I built this a while ago, so I don't really remember if I was able to actually like keep it in like a starter home price range, but I did try my best. I did like make everything smaller, so it is like a tight squeeze, which I honestly am not mad at, because like I said, it is supposed to be kind of like a starter home vibe anyways. So, and I will say, I don't like, again, I said I made this a while ago, so I don't remember everything that I did, but I remember like going into it in the vibes, hence why I'm sure you noticed that there's a lot of yellow. And I did that intentionally because, like I said, I kind of vibed that this person was like an artist and everything, and so I figured their favorite color is probably going to be yellow. Not that every artist's favorite color is yellow, but I just felt like the sim was going to be like a bright and like cheery kind of sim, and like gave me yellow vibes. And as you can see, like one of the things that I did to kind of make it where it's renovated but not like, you know, like a modern like fancy schmancy house, is I was originally using like better looking counters, but then I went back to like the base game, like very starter home-esque counters and whatnot for it. And I just struggled with like the spacing and stuff sometimes, and just wanting to have like certain things in the house, but then having to like move it around and everything. So I do a lot of changing and whatnot to it. So for example, this is one of the times where I start trying to make it a little bit smaller with the space and everything, just to, for one, make it like a little bit more, you know, cozy kind of vibes, but also to take down the price a little bit. Because sometimes I feel like, especially when I try, because I always try to do like the shotgun homes in Willow Creek kind of into like a more traditional vibe of like what a shotgun home, at least like a renovated one, would be. And I always feel like I somehow make like either the hallway or some bits and pieces of the build like a little too big. And in general, I feel like sometimes in my builds I make like the rooms and stuff just too big, and so I feel like there's just a lot of wasted space. So I've been trying to be more intentional with that and make the homes smaller and like just like a little bit more cozy kind of vibes. I just keep on shrinking down the house more and more, which kind of was starting to annoy me, because obviously I decided originally that like I wanted to have that little diagonal wall for the bedroom. But I had to keep on like moving that and moving everything down, so it was getting a little annoying. But I mean, I wanted, like I said, I didn't want it to be too big, and I also wanted to keep the price down for it as far as being a starter home. Again, I don't remember what the price was at the end if I really actually made it a starter home, because obviously I had to add some money to it, but I think it's at least close to a starter home, because that was like kind of the whole point of like renovating Daisy Hovel, is to like keep it in like its original kind of vibe, but like better essentially. So I try to keep it as close as I could to starter home value, but it may be a little bit older, or not older, wow, over the starter home price of like 20,000. But I intentionally also decided to, instead of having like a full like 2-bedroom situation, since I figured I was kind of vibing that it would be a single sim, just like a single sim as like the artist person living there. I made the other room into more of an office area. And I again was just like, because it was like a pretty decent size, like normal size room, but like I wanted to keep the price down and not put too much in there. To keep it a starter home, I found it really really difficult to like find things to like kind of put in the room, and then plus with having it like a nice like bright yellow color, I also struggled a lot with like finding things that I felt like matched the coloring and stuff. It just, some of the things, like just like the bookshelves in itself, like I couldn't really find anything to like match very well, because I figured at least matching the desk would be fine, but I really couldn't find a bookshelf that like fit the look that I wanted and like the color of the desk. So I really struggled with that. And I also struggled with finding like decent lighting to put into the rooms for like cheap prices. But I think it turned out pretty decently. I honestly don't remember if I actually kept it base game or not. I think I tried to keep it base game, hence why I did like filter out base game for a lot of it, but I don't remember if I actually succeeded with that, because sometimes I forget, and like if I don't have it filtered, I will sometimes just see something, and say like I like that, and then add it, and then it's not base game. But I think I did keep it base game, but don't quote me on that one, because I honestly am not too sure, because it's been a while since I built this build. I have all of like the basic things that like you need in the house in. And so at this point, I'm kind of just doing the like detailing and like, what is it called? I can't think of what it's called. Like, it's clutter. There we go. And I always like seeing when people do like more like curvy and not like super straight pathways, but I feel like every time I do it, it doesn't end up looking all that great. But I try my best, and I think it looks okay. It could be better, but like I also don't think that I would like it to be just like a straight line either. So for what it is, I think it's pretty good. Especially with me, because I feel like landscaping is like one of the things that I always struggle with really badly. But I think it turned out pretty well. I try to keep it pretty simple and everything. I don't think I really add too much more to it, because I obviously kind of like condensed down the kitchen area, so it wasn't like filling up as many of the as much of the space as I was before. And I always struggle with this part of the roofing for these houses, because I wanted it to kind of fit the same vibe as like the other ones in the world, but I just don't like how it looks. And so I struggled a lot, because I don't like that like whole like, I don't even know, the hipped roof front, because I think it just looks slightly weird. And then like you have to have it at the perfect angle and like the perfect height for it to like fit correctly. And so I spent a long time kind of trying to deal with that and figure that out. And I think, yeah, I guess I just did that instead of doing like the whole hipped roof like the other builds, or not. I don't know what I did, because I honestly don't remember. I actually think okay, so I think this is what I finally decided on. And this is what I would typically more so do if I were doing the build just in my own style and not trying to keep it the style that's in the rest of the world or the neighborhood. So I kind of just did my own thing and did it that way. So it gave like a little bit of like character to the front of the house, but you know, still not like completely boring, and like gave it something. But I think the video is basically coming to an end. I think I'm just doing a couple of last minute finishes and touching up of the build. So I will go ahead and close out here with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.